bin auch gespannt, was kommt.
So, become excited.
Nein.
Ja.
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 Okay, so. Oder so. Yeah, hang on. I think that's a good question. Gut. Brains. Here we are again, Timo.
Yeah. Hello, everyone.
This is
Here we
Timo
are.
Knop.
This is Julie Stearns, and we are here to welcome you to the project Upside Down from No Fear.
No fear. Why are we talking to you here in this setting on camera? What on earth is Upside Down? Why were we not on stage doing the original production that we planned to do, getting into contact? What happened?
Yeah, those are some very interesting questions. Well, first of all, what happened? Well, there was this pandemic, and we had to adapt to that. Or we couldn't do No Fear at all.
Yeah, which of course is not an option. So we are fighters and we will not give up. And we definitely had the motivation in a time where there was a big challenge. We couldn't get together, we couldn't meet, we couldn't do rehearsals. What the big burning question for me and Timo was, how can we keep these kids creative and motivated? How can we stay connected? And well, as we all know, going online in the format of Zoom, the classes went online, the conversations, the whole social connection was happening online. So we also then decided to bring the theater format to an online platform, and then gave birth to the idea of this project called Upside Down.
Yeah, and we were lucky because, yeah, we weren't the only fighters, and we found a few, not only a few, but several fighters from the Goetheschule who joined us in the project and who met with us almost every week in front of the screen, besides all those screen time they already had for school. And yeah, they were brave, courageous, and very patient with us, because we also had to learn what we were doing there.
Exactly. Yeah. Hey, learning by doing, that was a huge, huge motto here of transferring into a new world, new space, new skills. And the basis of this was really all about a film project. So if we couldn't get together, then let's try to explore this digital world. Let's try to make the best out of it. And that's what we did, putting those creative heads together of these great students who committed to this project. And we were guiding that a little bit, Timo putting together some tasks to learn about basics of filming and storytelling. So this was just a continuation of storytelling. So happy to have this format for these students to be able to blossom in such difficult times. And here we are happy to present to you Upside Down. Can you imagine a future version of yourself coming to the present and giving you advice? What do you think your future version of yourself would say? It's a good coaching question. But actually, we kind of did that in the next video task for the students.
Well, future me coming back and giving me advice sounds awesome.
Yeah. Well, but then again, if you're living in a pandemic, and imagine well, that you didn't know that it was coming, what kind of advice would you give yourself? It's kind of strange.
Yeah, if you say it that way, it sounds frightening.
Well,
let's see.
Hey you, listen to me. I'm going to give you some advice to do. Who from hell are you? But if you want to, okay. First, put on your cozy clothes. There would be no need anymore to put nice things on.
Hello, I'm you. But I am I and you are you. You from 2021. Okay, well, do you have any tips for me? Yes, buy disinfection and toilet paper.
Wow. Why did we even want 2020 to come? Who are you? What are you doing in my house? Why do you look like me? I am you. Just from the year 2020.
Why are you laughing? I'm not laughing, I'm totally serious. Yeah, you are. Why are you laughing? Oh, please don't tell me something bad is happening. Well, come on, it's an easy question, yes or no.
Science and the whole world. You know what I mean? Other purposes. Other purposes? What? What do you mean? Time traveling, of course.
It will really just be a daily routine you have to do, so you will get used to it. I don't really think that I will get used to it. I won't. You will. Believe me, you know I'm you, so I know the best.
Do we actually end up moving? How was your day? Why do you care?
all right, so our project Upside Down is comprised of basically 3 categories. So we did film tasks, we had weekly meetings, and we had special guests. So let's talk about the film tasks. That was the most exciting part of this project. And the kids had the chance, the students had the chance to put together their own mini films. And the first task, what was that all about?
Yeah, the first task was about about experimenting with the camera, doing shots. So I had a book from an Italian artist about storyboard writing, and in it was a chapter about how you can use shots from different angles and what effect they have on the audience. And so we gave the students those pages, and they had the chance to experiment with those shots and with the effects on the audience. And let's see what they did with that.
Action. and 3, 2, 1, go. Oscar, you have to turn your camera and
Ich kann meine Kamera gerade nicht anmachen.
can you give me feedback? Hast du keinen Plug?
Kein Ton. Wir haben keinen Ton.
Julie, okay, so basically we were on Zoom for almost the whole school year.
Too long.
Yeah, too long. Well, weren't there any problems? Weren't they bored or?
Oh my, I think that the students loved every minute of Zooming with us.
Yeah.
That might be a slight exaggeration. I'm telling you, we all know about Zoom burnout or video conferencing exhaustion. Just do not want to look at that screen anymore. So yeah, there was definitely some dead-end moments there.
But then you had a great idea.
I had such a great idea. I'm like, you know what? How about we just bring some fresh wind? And that's what this next session is all about. We were so lucky to have special guests come and visit our sessions in Upside Down to give us impulses from the actress Alès Wiesemann, featured in the upcoming Only Connect production of Oliana. And
from Elicum. Elicum did a performance for us.
based also focusing on issues of racism in Germany. Very interesting.
Yeah, great.
Right? And we had the scientist Björn who came to talk about the environment and nutrition. And we had a No Fear alumni, Lionel Schüler, famous for several roles in No Fear.
Yeah, and he talked about his experience at applying to the Schauspielschule.
Mm-hmm. Great. Enjoy. Special guests.
Den Mund dabei leicht öffnen. Machen wir das gleiche Spiel nach unten und ziehen den Unterkiefer nach unten, ja? Und schauen, was es auch für einen Unterschied macht, wenn das frei ist. Genau, und es geht jetzt vor allem darum, dass wir den ganzen Körper bewegen. Man sieht meinen Körper. Genau, und geht mal runter und nicht so gut. Also ihr nehmt den und macht so Kreise und dann aber immer nach innen, nicht nach außen gebogen. Cool, sehr, sehr gut. Sehr gut. Ich weiß nicht, wie es euch geht, aber mir tut alles weh.
Darf ich dich umarmen? Wie kuschelig der ist.
Genau, ich bin Schauspieler, Drehbuchautor.
Wenn ich normalerweise auf Kinder zugehe, zucken sie zurück.
Die sich mit dem Thema Rassismus, Identität und anderen Dingen von Afrodeutschen beschäftigen.
Wo seid ihr vielleicht hängen geblieben oder worüber seid ihr vielleicht auch gestolpert? Oder
Lieb und offen fremde Weiße sein können.
Die Assoziationsketten müssen viel flexibler werden. Einfach solche Fragen stellen. Also, und ich denke, das passiert halt so oft bei POCs.
Nahm meinen Kopf ab und alle erstarrten.
Erstmal haben sie sich gut angefühlt, aber irgendwie, nee. Und deswegen, also, ja, da ist noch einiges.
Ein paar Ältere kamen fasziniert zu mir und wollten Fotos machen. Dass sich ein Schwarzer mal ein Schneemannskostüm anzieht, das muss ich meiner Romy-Truppe erzählen.
Einfach verschiedene Sachen getestet wurden. Und außerdem gibt es halt auch bekannte Schauspieler, die in Wien an der Max-Reinhardt-Seminar waren, so Christopher Waltz zum Beispiel. Da hatte ich Franz Mohr aus Die Räuber rausgesucht, einen schönen Monolog. Da gibt es dann auch unterschiedliche Herangehensweisen, was diesbezüglich, was ist Schauspiel, so an den einzelnen Schulen. Gerade bei Schauspielprüfungen nimmt einen das so emotional mit, weil man ganz oft gar nicht weiß, wo denn das Problem war, weil das halt gar nicht klar kommuniziert wird. In der ersten Runde man, also als noch ziemlich viele Leute da waren, so 400, 500 oder so, dass man dann in kleinere Gruppen eingeteilt wurde und dann vor jeweils einem Professor, es gab glaube ich insgesamt 10 oder so.
So, Timo, when I watch films, which I do every now and then, one of my favorite things about watching films, one of the favorite techniques I love is when we see the camera go on a journey with no cuts. I think that's awesome. And that was the second task. So tell us about that.
Yeah, we invited the students to do a one-shot sequence. So I sent them a shot from the film, from the movie. You know that, The Party with Peter Sellers?
No.
No, you don't. But yeah, it's great. And there is a scene with him in the toilet, and it's pretty long, and that happens a lot. So we give
the toilet. It's great.
Yeah, it's really great.
One shot, no cut. Take a look.
Yeah.
Can you hold this for me?
Sure.
All right, so I'm going to be showing everyone how to apply lip liner. I need you to go like this, and please pay attention because after I'm done, you're next. Carefully apply according to the lines of your mouth, trying not to, in the end, look like a clown. And that's it. That's my tutorial for how to apply lip liner. Thank you for being my assistant. And Timo, that brings me then to the next task. What was that all about?
Yeah. Did you ever learn something from YouTube? So, yeah, we asked the students to do a tutorial of something which they can do very well.
Special skill tutorial.
Yeah. And they did it. Watch it right now.
Thank you for clicking on this video.
And welcome back to
Today I will show you
how to make this with your dog.
how to actively ruin your mental health during lockdown.
So first of all, let's start.
So this video also helps you if your hand is very wobbly.
Step 1, get some
Banana. Of course, banana is a must.
check your social media first thing in the morning.
Second step, you're gonna lead your yummy behind the dog snack.
Then banana. Oh guys, I like banana humor.
There are 3 different types.
And there we learn how to serve a ball.
Step 3,
Never get fully dressed.
The second method is to just
Tip number 10, choose this as your preferred method of going outside and getting fresh air.
oh god, this, and now, see, perfect snow angel.
And that's just like the whole thing. You're going to practice over and over.
And you're gonna repeat that again several times.
And here we go.
So guys, that was it for this video. I hope you liked it.
Next week, I'm going to do a video of how to serve a ball. So
I hope you have fun in the snow. Because I am.
Follow the yellow brick road.
Yellow brick road. So,
Yellow brick road
Yeah, I know.
leads you to Oz.
yeah, Toto is with me.
Like, right? So territory that we don't know about. You could also use that as a metaphor for the future.
Yeah. And the future is what our students are going to talk about. So the last task they dealt with, was all about the future.
Right. Tell us a little bit about your future perspective and go on a journey. Let's see.
All over the world, people are talking about the future. The future of our life, our health, the future of the environment, the future of the whole world. Sometimes a big far-reaching future, but sometimes only a small new future, such as whether the shops open or close again. Quite a few things have changed in our future, especially during the corona period. Many of us have only ever thought of our own future, but now we are all forced to think together of our common future as well as the one after our time. In my opinion, it is a long time for it. It is time for a change. After the corona period, I don't want it to be the same as it used to be. Let's take advantages of the pandemic, take experience with us, and change things. Everyone should work on themselves. Maybe in the future we all be able to become a little bit better people and live in an improved world.
Hi, today we will talk about the future and especially what I think about it. Many things which will happen in future we already know, but there are also many facts we can just imagine. For example, the traffic. In the moment there are too many cars, but maybe there are flying ones in the future. Or self-driving cars. Or much more people are going to use bus and train more often, and so there won't be too many cars.
Why do people always look on the negative sides? Why do they try to look and be perfect always? Why? The reasons the standards society gives.
If it is social media, friends, or other influences, we always try to be perfect. We should stop comparing us with supermodels because we are who we are, and that is what counts. Because you are enough. It is enough to love yourself and to enjoy each moment life gives. We should stop thinking about, do we look alright? Why do I not look like her? Appearance does not change a person, because I would rather be me than pretend something I'm not. We are all people and all one. Prejudices, beauty standards, they do not matter. You need to be yourself and not focus on things that others say. Accept who you are and go through life smiling. Remind yourself that happiness is the key and you are the most important thing in your life. So do what makes you happy. Don't judge yourself. Be what you want to be. Do what you want to do. Just live, because you are enough no matter what.
I want to apologize to all the women I have called pretty, before I've called them intelligent or brave. I'm sorry I made it sound as though something as simple as what you're born with is the most you have to be proud of when your spirit has crushed mountains. From now on, I will say things like you're resilient or you are extraordinary. Not because I don't think you're pretty, but because you're so much more than that. I'm really, really good at lying. I've been telling people I'm fine now for 4 years. Why do people always rely on our outside when there's so much more on the inside? You can't see the dark, bright and important moments of our life. You can't see what we've been through in our life and how strong the person in front of you really is. You just see what you want to see. You barely see the whole human that stands right in front of you. You first meet them and you put them right into a box which fits after you perfectly. And that's also the problem with racism. You just see a group and not an individual. So why do people do something like that? Because they're too lazy to really get to know you, too lazy to ask questions, and too busy to just sail on the surface. You can't judge over a person because you just see the surface of what they are capable of. And this superficiality needs to change now.
Hello, my name is Kjell and I'm 16 years old. I'm going to the 10th grade of the Goethe Gymnasium. And now I'm going to talk about my fears. When I go to walk my dog in the evening, I often think about how the world will be in 20 years. And the problem is, I have absolutely no idea, and that scares me. I don't know what kind of job I'm going to do. I'm afraid of taking responsibilities, and I'm afraid when I think about ways our humanity could die. But there's much more I'm afraid of. I know that my family members will die, and I'm afraid of the climate change. I can't do anything against many points, and no matter what I do, they're going to happen. As I said earlier, I'm 16 years old. In the next 2 years, I have to decide what I'm going to study and probably decide my job. I will have to earn my own money, and I'm scared that I can't do it. But I can change that. It is in my hand how hard I work or how much money I spend. But there's a big problem. There are some things I can't really change, and it will happen anyways. I can do something against racism and the climate change, but only if the world works together. I can't protect my family from illnesses or even from dying. In my opinion, we should focus more on the future. We should work together against problems like racism and the climate change. And I should focus on the things I can change and try to live the best life I can without destroying my future.
Fine. Okay, let's pick it up. Let's carry it because it's gonna
And
make
never
me
talk
more
again.
things.
That's it.
Okay, fine. Okay, we're picking it up. Oh my god, it's so heavy. How did you make me do this?
It won't be that exhausting. Just like we have to try harder. It's not that exhausting, really.
It's so exhausting. What is the matter with you? Are you a PE teacher or something?
Actually, yeah, I am. And
I
you said
hated
you
my
were
PE
fit and stuff
teacher.
like that, and you can carry a lion.
I hated my PE teacher.
Just stop. Just carry him, and we can never talk again. Really. I think
Okay,
that's the best
great,
thing.
because I'm gonna get away from you losers more quickly, so let's just carry it to the exit. Fine, whatever.
Okay. Yeah. 2 hours later, the end. End scene.
Thank you. I was waiting. So, Timo.
Hi, we just had the most hilarious outtake.
You missed it.
Yeah,
So,
we were not going to show it to you.
Here's the punchline. Timo, do you know what a time capsule is?
I'm going to go with no.
He does know. He knows that a time capsule is something that people from different time periods put items that they select into some sort of container that represent sort of the meaning of their existence, and with the idea that they bury it somewhere and that thousands of years later in the future, someone, maybe aliens, maybe humans, maybe something else, digs it up and then opens a time capsule, and then they are told essentially the story of who these people were and how they lived.
So like Voyager.
Right, like Voyager. And this film here, this whole thing, what Upside Down is actually for us a kind of a time capsule. What did we experience during this pandemic? What was it like? We wanted to put the collection together of these films, of our meetings, of us staying connection and putting this all together into our own digital time capsule.
Yeah. And we also wanted to have something that reminds us of the feelings we had during this time of pandemic, the struggles we had to deal with, and but also about beautiful moments we had, we had in the pandemic, and connections we had in the pandemic without even meeting each other, and that is very precious.
We want to thank all the students who contributed to this production from the beginning, middle, and the end. And once again, of course, thanks for the parents for supporting this production as well as the school. Thank you so much for your support. And we are just so grateful for having this experience. It's been not only just a plan B, but just a growing and learning experience for us. So Timo, thanks for being my partner in all this, my partner in crime.
Yeah, Judy, thanks for your work, and thanks for your work, and I think this year, maybe even more than the others, is very fitting to the name of the group, No Fear.
No Fear.